Do you think a cripple who can't even shift deserves to be Luna of the Dark Moon Pack? I'm sick of dragging around this dead weight.
Do it, Bailey. She deserves this.
Caleb ordered coldly. Snip-dot silver dust grazed my neck, instantly burning a red mark. A strand of dark brown hair fluttered down. The crowd below erupted in thunderous laughter. They raised their phones. Camera flashes going crazy, reporting this wolfless girl's miserable state. I bit my teeth and looked up at Caleb.
Why?
My voice trembled.
You said you'd protect me. Protect?
Bailey laughed delightfully, snatching the microphone. Her voice echoed through the massive gymnasium.
Avery, do you know how he complains about you every night in my bed?
Bailey contemptuously lifted my chin.
He says seeing your pathetic, submissive face every day, unable to even shift, makes him sick. Watching you follow him around like a dog has been our favorite joke.
I felt ice cold all over, staring at Caleb in disbelief. I hoped he'd repeat it, even just one word of denial. But Caleb just looked down at me with complete indifference in his eyes.
Bailey's telling the truth.
Caleb said coldly.
Avery, you think I kept you around because of love? No, it was pity.
He stepped forward, speaking in a voice only we could hear.
8 years. The whole pack says I owe you my life. I've had this damn life debt hanging over my head for 8 long years! Should I be dragged down by a cripple my whole life? Don't I deserve a strong Luna who can stand beside me as an equal? This is how it has to be. I wish you'd never saved me.
My heart felt like it was being crushed by a spiked iron fist. So the life debt I'd paid for with everything in his eyes. It was just humiliating moral blackmail. The early winter wind mixed with mocking laughter and camera shutters cut into me like knives. Caleb looked at my exposed body and said as if granting charity,
Avery, just kneel down today and acknowledge Bailey Luna and swear to be her servant forever.
I'll be merciful and let you stay in the Dark Moon Pack. I'm doing this for your own good. I feel that's much for your own good. After all, a wolfless can't survive 3 days outside pack territory.
As long as you obey, I'll still take care of you.
I knelt on the cold floor, trembling all over. 18 years of devotion had earned me a public execution to please his new lover. How pathetic I was. Caleb walked over to Bailey and took her blood-stained hand. He looked down at my wretched state with contempt and used his alpha authority to declare loudly.
I, Caleb Bennett, future alpha of the Dark Moon Pack, formally reject you, Avery Ross, as my destined mate.
The agonizing pain of having the mate bond forcibly severed swept through my entire body like a tsunami. My knees buckled and I collapsed heavily to the ground, the pain almost suffocating me.
Get lost, Avery. Don't dirty my coronation ceremony.
Caleb looked at me coldly, as if viewing a pile of stinking garbage. Amid piercing laughter, I fled from Caleb's coronation. Back in my empty dorm room, I stood before the full-length mirror, looking at my hair that looked like it had been chewed by a dog, and the horrific red mark burned into my neck by the pure silver scissors. Tears fell.
Don't cry, Avery.
I dragged my suitcase from under the bed and swept all my belongings into it. My phone screen lit up on the desk. It was an iMessage from Caleb.
Avery, come to the equipment room behind the school. We need to talk. One last time.
My broken heart gave a traitorous pang of pain, even though logic told me I should block him immediately. 18 years of emotional habit still drove me to grab my jacket and rush into the cold night. The old field house had no lights. I pushed open the rusty iron door.
Caleb?
Bang. The door was kicked shut behind me and locked. Blinding flashlight beams hit my face. Bailey and several high-ranking she-wolves who usually terrorized the school surrounded me with baseball bats, looking at me like prey.
Look who it is. A stray dog following her master's scent with her tail wagging.
Bailey played with her phone. That text had been sent from Caleb's phone. What do you want? I stepped back, staring at her coldly.
What do I want?
Bailey suddenly rushed forward, grabbing my collar and slamming me hard against the cold lockers.
Did you really think Caleb would come see you? I just wanted to give you one last lesson about knowing your place.
Bailey's gaze suddenly fixed on the faintly glowing moonstone hanging around my neck.
No! Don't touch it!
I struggled and hit. The two strong she-wolves pinned my arms. Bailey extended her long, sharp nails and tore off the leather cord, snatching the moonstone away. Bailey looked at the stone with disgust.
Tut, a cripple still keeping love tokes? Avery, stay away from Caleb from now on. Don't look at him with those disgusting eyes. He's mine now.
She smashed the moonstone hard on the cement floor and ground it to pieces under her heel. I screamed hysterically, tears finally breaking free. I desperately broke away and fell to the ground, trying to gather the powder with my hands, my fingers cut bloody by the sharp fragments. The door opened and Caleb walked in. He glanced at the crushed stone, then at my miserable state, and frowned with annoyance. He pulled Bailey lovingly into his arms, his voice gentle.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to come to dirty places like this? Your dress is covered in dust.
Bailey nestled against him pitifully.
Caleb, I just wanted her to return your things, but she tried to threaten me with that broken stone.
Caleb told her.
You scared Bailey. I already rejected you. You should have some self-awareness and stop trying these childish tricks to get my attention.
I suddenly found it absurd. For trash like this, I'd lost my wolf soul and endured 8 years of humiliation. When despair reaches its peak, it transforms into deadly emptiness. I released my grip on the crushed stone. I didn't want it anymore, Caleb. The Dark Moon Path, my 18 years of bonsai, didn't want any of it. I struggled to stand and wipe the blood from my hands. Calmly, I spoke the formal words of severance.
I, Avery Ross, accept Caleb Bennett's rejection.
The last fragile thread of our bond shattered completely at that very moment. The corner of my soul that had been like dead ruins suddenly trembled. An ancient, majestic voice echoed clearly in my mind.
Finally willing to throw away this garbage, my little wolf cub? Those blind fools have no idea what they've awakened.
I jerked my head up sharply. In the depths of my brown pupils, a brilliant silver gleam flashed. The smugness froze on Caleb's face for a second. He shouted at me unnaturally.
That's right. Stay here and reflect properly. Don't let me see you bullying Bailey again.
The equipment room door was locked with malicious intent, leaving me alone in the darkness. Click. The snick of a metal lighter closing. I turned alertly. A man in a black hoodie emerged from the shadows. He had clearly witnessed everything that just happened. In the moonlight through the window, I saw those eyes black as the abyss, the dangerous aura of an apex predator.
What a night full of surprises.
The man's voice carried dangerous amusement.
So, abandoned little white wolf? Ready to burn this hypocritical school to ash?
フリップスでダウンロードしてエピソード全体を視聴します。